I've recently helped this creator gain over 70,000 followers on Instagram and this creator gain over 150,000 followers on Instagram. And the greatest part about that is not only that they grow on Instagram, but now they're able to make a full-time living simply by posting on Instagram. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what you have to do the same exact thing, because both of these creators started just like you. They didn't know what time to post, they didn't know what hashtags to use, they didn't know what content to create, and worst of all, they didn't know what they were doing wrong when they were posting. But don't worry, because by the end of this video, all of those things are going to be solved. Now logically, the first place we need to start is with the best time to post on Instagram, because if you post at the wrong time, you're gonna get in front of the wrong audience, and boom, that's gonna be the reason you're not getting views on your posts. And there are 3 best times to be posting right now, and the last one I share with you is by far the best. The first time slot to post is from 10:30 a.m. to noon. The second time slot is from 3 to 4 p.m. and then finally from 7 to 9 p.m. Now I know what you're wondering right now. What time zone are these in, and how frequently should I be posting on Instagram? But before I share that with you, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go click on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In fact, quit my job working for Gary Vee to help you grow quicker on Instagram. On top of that, I just created a free Instagram growth course that'll share with you exactly how the algorithm works and how you can monetize your Instagram. If you want to learn more about that, well, please go to the pinned comment below and get into it right now. It is literally 100% free. So when it comes to the time zone that you should be posting in, Instagram is a geo-focused app. So you want to be posting in the time zone that is specific to where you're currently located. You don't want to do it where you were located a week ago. You don't want to do it where you typically live. If you're traveling, you need to adjust the time zone in which you're posting to the new time zone that you're in. And this is going to make it really easy for you just to be able to get into a rhythm of posting during those few time slots. And when it comes to how frequently you should be posting, ideally you should post once a day on Instagram. At a maximum though, you could post 3 times a day. What I recommend is I would post 1 time a day on Instagram until you start to get some traction. And once you do, I would start to increase your posting frequency, because Instagram has literally come out and said that the more frequently you post on Instagram, the more followers you're gonna get. And the biggest thing that they've seen actually increase people's growth on Instagram is how frequently they're posting. But just posting at the right time isn't enough. You also need to make sure that you're using the right hashtag strategies on Instagram, and more importantly, not using banned hashtags. The first strategy you need to make sure that you're using is going to be 4 to 5 hashtags. The second is going to be 9 to 10 hashtags. And then finally, 13 to 15 hashtags. Now you want to use each one of those strategies on a different post on Instagram. Ideally, what you should be doing for the next 2 weeks, I would use one of those strategies each time that you post. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, I want you to go back and see what your top 3 performing posts were and which strategy you used on those. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you do not use the same hashtags over and over again, and please never use low engagement hashtags. Now, in order to see if your hashtags are banned, you want to make sure that you're coming to this website. It's going to be metahashtags.com/banned-hashtags. And essentially what you can do here is type in a list of different hashtags. For example, affiliate marketing, hashtag make money online, hashtag 6-pack abs, and then also we'll throw in hashtag OnlyFans just for and giggles here. Now what happens is if we check and clean here, it's going to find that there were 2 banned hashtags. So essentially what it's going to do is remove those, and if you're using any banned hashtags within your content, could be why you're not getting views. In addition to that, what we could do is come over here and take this hashtag that worked, click generate hashtags, and essentially what's going to happen is Instagram is going to then generate a bunch of other different hashtags that show on posts like this. On top of this, what you're going to be able to see is the number of posts per hours that are created, the average likes, the lowest likes, and the average number of comments. What this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to identify which one of these hashtags are high engagement and which one of these hashtags are low engagement, and this should help inform which hashtags you actually end up using in your content. The other thing that you could do, look at your competitors, see what hashtags they use, and just make a list of them, because it's going to help you increase the amount of reach that you're getting. Now I do want to warn you, you could post at the right time, you can use the right hashtags, but that's not all that you need to do on Instagram. In fact, way too many creators only focus on that stuff. And what they really should be focused on are the next 2 things I'm going to share with you, because these are the big things that make the biggest difference. Now, of course, you can make the best post in the world, but if you're using a banned hashtag, it's why you're not getting views. Or you can make the best post in the world, but if you post at the right time, it's why you're not going to get views. But in order for you to actually create a good post, you need to implement these next 2 tactics that I'm going to share with you. The first one is understanding what type type of posts you should actually be making on Instagram. There are really only two posts that you can create. The first one is going to be a search post. The second is going to be a trending post. If your post doesn't fit one of those two criteria, it's not something you should be creating content for on Instagram. And search is going to become a much bigger component in this because Instagram has now released their new AI search. So essentially what you could do now is log into Instagram and ask their AI, hey, show me 3 videos about how to get six-pack abs. Or you could say, hey, show me 3 videos about affiliate marketing. It's then going to serve you up different reels, and this changes the dynamic of what search looks like on Instagram. So you need to make sure that you understand what your ideal audience is going to be searching for and what kind of content they're going to want to see. Then you need to make sure that you're creating content that is going to allow Instagram's AI to then serve your content up. And this is going to be a huge way for you to be able to get traffic in the future. When it comes to trending content on Instagram, there's really only 2 ways to be able to find this content. Either one, you create a burner account and only follow and only interact with people in your niche so that you get served what is trending in your niche, or what you could do is just have a list of different competitors. Ideally, you should have 5 to 10 people within your niche that you like the style of content they create or you like the topic of content they create. What you should be doing is following those people and getting notifications every single time that they post. And what you're going to be able to see is which posts do really well. You should only be recreating posts though that get people more views than they have followers. If you're looking at somebody with 500,000 followers, they get 10,000 views or 20,000 views, that's not going to be a good post, and it's definitely not something that's trending. So I wouldn't recommend that you recreate that post. And remember, when it comes to recreating posts, you need to make sure you have the same keywords in your post, the same pacing in your post, the same sound in your post, and ideally you should be doing the same thing, just better. And now for the last and most important thing that you could do on Instagram, and that is that you need to be staying consistent. On average, it takes people on Instagram 50 to 100 posts to get their first viral post. And the majority of followers that you get are actually going to come from one follower. Like this creator that gained over 70,000 followers, literally 50,000 of those followers came from a single post. And had he not posted that, he would have never gained those followers and would have never been able to quit his job. So the main thing that he needed to tell himself the whole time is that he's one post away from changing your life. And you're one post away from changing your life too. I would think about this by calling it the 5% rule. And that's that 5% of your posts are going to generate 95% of your followers. So you need to just keep posting. On top of that, you need to know when you should actually be asking for help, because the biggest mistake that you could possibly make is what you don't know. In fact, if you're creating the wrong content, you're doing something wrong in your content, that could be holding you back from growing on Instagram. And that could be holding you back from living the life of your dreams. And I personally want to help you grow quicker on Instagram because I know that you're serious about it if you're still watching this video, which is why I personally want to work with you. In fact, I want to tell you everything you need to do differently to grow quicker on Instagram, just like I helped this creator gain 70,000 followers and this creator over 150,000 followers. If you want results like that, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are 2 things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up because there are limited spots available. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm going to send you new post ideas and I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is going to help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000 and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally going to grow on Instagram or get your money back with 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.